Yeah. Well, in the back down, I'm a farmer. They clean up all them trenches. They dig the trench every 5 years, and so they redig. Plus, every 3 months they weed. Everything in order.
Okay, how about other facilities in the community? What have you seen change over the past?
Well, a lot of things, man. You get light, you get water, you get telephone, everything. A lot of improvement. Everything safe now. The road are right, you know. You might find one, two pothole and stuff, but compared to the old days, it's 99% better now. The dam, well, we use most boat in the back dam, you know. We not got access dam so much, most boat.
Okay. And what do you think about the upcoming elections?
Well, I'm confident almost we going back there.
Okay. What do you think about the opposition forming a coalition?
Well, that might be the last nail in the coffin for them.
What do you think about the first female prime minister?
Oh, that really good, man. I appreciate that one. That good. That real nice.
Thank you.
Well, you know, you can do a little more better and so, but you can't put back the old people that have been there already. Them not got no change, no future for this country.
So from 85 to now?
Man, you can't say 100%, but we did too much better now.
It's a nice place to live. Right now we consider here one of the best places in this country. It's safe from everything and it's quiet and people live in nice like family here.
What about some of the things that has been provided by government? How is that improved?
Well, the people really enjoy that because we have water here. We have internet access, the phone line. We have electricity, we got the road. Well, the road is a little bad, but we can live with that. In comparison with years ago, it was very bad. So we can live with this until they're ready again,
Okay.
seeing that they're busy now.
What do you think about the upcoming elections?
Well, what I think about the upcoming election, what I think is that the opposition really giving a hard time because, but actually we want this government to remain in here because we see the progress. They have been doing things, a lot of things. And so long as you see sand on the road and brick and cement, well, it's development, people building. So we enjoying this government. We like what they did, like the $10,000 for the kids, the money that they give the pensioners, and the grant they donor people, them, the partners of America. They came in here and they did hydroponic project for us. I got one at the back there.
Okay.
So we're getting a lot of stuff here.
What do you think about the opposition coalition?
Well, I know, according to her, he said I think it's dead meat for truth. I think they're dead meat. I don't think they're making this election. I think we'll win. We gotta win. We must win.
Thank you very much.
We have a wonderful life here. We have a good life. We love it.
What do you think about the upcoming elections?
Well, the upcoming election, I still figure out that we need the PPP civic in this country because they do a lot of progress. They did a lot in the interior, making school, hospital, and things very nice. Tourism.
And what do you think about the opposition coalition?
Well, I don't follow up with them too much because I'm not acquainted with them. Okay? But the collated doesn't make any sense to me because people wouldn't trust them. You understand? They won't trust them for what action they're going to take in this country when we have so much development already. Me, for one, don't trust them.
Well, next thing again, the opposition, the system that the government has in place, the police, the nurse, the GPL, the Gaiwa, everybody, it's a good system. But it's just that the system is not working. The system is a 100% genuine system that the government put in place. Well sorted out, well thought about, well implemented. But it's just because that the system is not working.
What do you mean by the system important?
Well, the people there are kind of stalemate. They kind of just drag their feet. They just don't care. Like when they go into the office, they got in a personal phone call. You got to wait and that kind of thing. You know, they're just doing this. Whether in the nursing, this is the next story. They're just doing this. I don't know why. You know.
Thank you. When you're ready? How long have you been living in this community?
I've been living here about 24 years now.
Okay. What are some of the improvements that you've seen so far?
Well, there's a lot of improvement in this community because when I first came to live in Hubu, there was just a small road, with trees on both sides that a vehicle could hardly pass when I came here. But since we had a change of government in '92, we began to see a lot of improvements in the community. If you notice, people was living in shacks in this place, but now if you look at the place, it is so well developed, and a lot of sawmills and so on open in the area. A lot of our young people are getting a lot of jobs and so on.
Okay. And what do you think about the upcoming elections?
Well, the upcoming election, I think that what we need to do in this country, and as a pastor, man who reads the Bible and look up at Bible history, there is one thing that the Bible says that righteousness exalteth a nation. And when I look at what is happening in our parliament, I'm not seeing anything that is related to righteousness, really. So I think that our nation needs to go back to the basic, to seek the face of God, pray, and ask God for direction for this nation.
And what do you think about the opposition's coalition?
I think the opposition coalition is a political gimmick, and I don't want to make much comment on the opposition, but I think the previous, the present administration that we have, they did a lot for the country,
Whatever we are getting the pension, I have to thank the government, and we are glad for that, because I'm not working now. I had an accident, a handbrake, and left like this. I can't work on things. There's work machine. I work machine for during my entire lifetime. I can't work now.
How the community was before compared to how it is now?
Well, it is better. It is better because the country is developing, at a good rate, and we are happy. We're happy to see, and people are making progress all over the country, and the government is doing a lot. Government is doing a lot. Look how many schemes we make. Look how many, 35 to 40 scheme for people to make house and live, and maybe I don't know how many houses. Got to be thousands. That is great progress. And I don't think if any government go into power, they can able to do this. They can only to speak, to discourage people. This never happened in Burnham time. This never happened in Burnham time. People were starving, not getting to eat, and we don't want to go back in those days. If the PNC go back, sometime we will fall again. We don't know. Only God knows. You see, we don't want to go back in 1963 when they had their riot, and the riot people rape people, children, throw them in the fire alive. I was in a hospital at the same time, during that same time, and my hand was break the first time. And I see 32 girls from Linden came in the hospital, and doctor had to give them injection to kill them. They couldn't live. I know that You see, we don't want to go back to that time to choose the wrong government. You know,
So what do you think about the APNU-AFC coalition?
well, the PPP never lose, never yet lose. You see, we don't know if the coalition, they might or might not get the majority. No, they have to collate before they can defeat the PPP. You see, but no one party cannot defeat them. You see, we are not here in the government or in this world to defeat anybody. We want unity. You see, as they have the scriptures, the Vedas and the Quran and the Bible is not to divide people, it's to unite people. You see, just like that, God has made one system of laws for everyone. So we don't know if whichever government go into power, we the people, we only have to wish that they do everything what is right for the benefit of Guyanese people.
Thank you very much.
You see, and these the PPP government is not for Indian. It's for you got about 6 or 7 races in this country, for everybody. You know, equally. But the Nagamoto, I heard him last night. He said the PPP is doing everything for the benefit of Indian. That is not right. He's doing for everybody. You know, he's doing for everybody. And whichever government, they are only discouraging people. You know, and the opposition collate together. That doesn't mean that they will do everything. They can only speak by mouth. I will do so for the young people, I will do so for the young people. Whatever they are saying about they want to do for the young people, that is what this government is doing.
Are you ready? How long you've been living here?
How long?
How long you been living in this community?
About 60 odd years.
Okay. And what are some of the improvements that you've seen over the years?
Well, the improvement all has done on account of the PPP government within this 20 years. We never had a road like this. We never get our internal drainage ever dig by anyone, but the PPP came and with their own dragline come in and get all the proprietor them trying to dig out. So long you have a transport, they give you so much hour. We never get that done until when the PPP come in action, when they won the 1992 election. The PPP has done that. Bringing pure water in here. We never get that since before. And I'm 80 years now. So imagine that, how we punish. We used to drink pan water in the them times. Pan water. We just used to go to the river and bathe and the saline and so on. You hear, we used to pump together. Water used to come from the till and we had to be silenced. We had to be silenced. You know? And we get roads, perfect road. We're heavy duty things can work, trucks and other things. We get lights, we get our phone, line phone, and the other type of phone. And we get assistance from the bank, on a lower percentage. That in them days I had to pay 19%. Now we pay 10 or 11%. And then housing people pay less. You hear? And then the housing department, the people, PPP, I give them 100% because all the housing they have done, they didn't think about the other race. They think only about the Afro-Guyanese, which was bad. I'm a Muslim. I can't go racial. I think about mankind as a single nation, the human race. There is no distinction in that, or a party or caste system. It is clear that the bill at Burisiri, they didn't call an Indian to get one of those houses. You hear? That's an Indian area, nearly. And what the PPP has done, it shows, a multiracial system we bring in that all of us is one. What are we going to fight between us? Hatred? No. We find peace. I give the People Progressive Party 80% in development of this country. I don't care who want to say this or that. You hear? But I know all the rich people today is under the PPP. They have developed themselves. Well, when I say all, I say 85 to 90%. Okay? And I feel that the Afro-Guyanese and the Indo-Guyanese is better off because they own something, and if you can own something, you can make development. And this is what the PPC party is doing, that you must own. You have to get a house lot, you have to get a loan, you have to build a house to own something, you have to get a little job to go ahead. So I don't know what they're saying about young people, they are, the PPP don't look after. Because the railway industry, when they destroyed it, was 96% Afro-Guyanese were working there. And 60% were young Afro-Guyanese was working there. And if that industry, Jagan went and begged him, nearly bowed to him, don't break it. You'll be racial to your own people. You'll be racial to your own people. Don't do it. Don't do it. Left Parika and left Jatongan to Maikoni. He said, we'll see later. You hear? And today we will have a bridge and we'll have this railway down into Suriname to Brazil today. If that wouldn't have destroyed by the PNC. And when you destroy all the rice factory, we gone right down, all the people start to get to here. You hear? You hear, we had a hard time. Not talk about violence. I don't want to talk much about that. I don't want to talk much about that. But the blood is on their hands today, the blood. I'm saying this. I give them full 100% support in the 80s and some Burnham. Full critical support. The PPP and the children, we join them. Say, well, look, and they bankrupt this country. We had to go and beg. So we are going to beg to get, so police are come and take away the flour that we just buy. So we can't get or the doll or anything. For we couldn't live, prosperously or healthy. We had to, the little thing that we planned, that we Afro-Guyanese friend and we the concern, praise Dr. Jagan. And also Burnham put you, he said, you plan of cook the tree, so Jagan come. when are you going to use all this thing? You know? And this is it. And when they destroy that, they destroy the Illinois industry. The cassava factory, that has done recently. How recent? The cassava factory, which the world need this cassava and right in this country and within the American curriculum. Destroy it. We were once the biggest supplier for that factory. He says, the guy will take it over and me no know, he come with little rum and drinks, give him. He said, I'll take the wood from you and, you know, and roast the cassava and this. He run it a couple months and he destroy it. He destroy it. The PNC destroy it. And let me say clearly, if there was a PNC and a PPP, well then, justice and equality would have come. You can't take 10% with you 40% and bring equality. That is out of question, out of question. You have to get the major race, the Afro-Guyanese and the Indo-Guyanese. You bring in 10% or 11%, what kind of people you bring in? You got to get these two races with the Amerindian. The Amerindians suffer with the British and the PNC regime. Now that the PPPC are doing all the work for them, well, they're doing too much for them. The Amerindian people should think this, that if these people go in trouble, well, they are out of everything. And all of us will be out because they are going to use the same system. 64, the guy pack up his traps and move away. Because when he asked them about accountability about this road, West Coast, they couldn't give him. They thief the money. The Trans-Globe Initiative, the first project, what they have done to the money, they take half the company and get away. Switzerland, they were the money. The American Ebony magazine said the third richest black man, well, Guyanese, Afro-Guyanese, was Burnham. And he couldn't pay for your own car while you buy from Sankar, take away, he plays at our hope. You hear? Imagine that. And Granger, Mr. Granger, I would call him. If he can go and stand up and tell us before the mic, because he was head general for the army security, well, look, so, and I should be responsible, and so. Let us hear from him at Radnik, CIO, or what you call it. Yes. You know, and let us hear correctly. Tell us, you know, and what you have done. You know, them criminals like Rup Narayan, they were charged for Bandung, Burnham, at High Street there. What you call it? They had the head office there. You hear? People like Jinnah Rahman, which come in, I know him well. Me and them, his family. Here, those are, I wouldn't use the criminal with him. Those are people who like to put them out, you know, who go and promise him this and that. They get through under the PPP, not under the PNC. They were vowed WPA. Them all kind party, which party come now with this party and that. You hear? What he talking about rice, what they have done for rice. I'm not a rice farmer. But no, the PNC destroyed the rice farmer. All the poor and rich, all the industry, all the factory destroyed. And then called them back later. So now we can lend our money to build back. He said, this is too late. This is what are you talking? And the PPP has to come in. Now the sugar levy money. They used to take it and use it at Linden. All the sugar levy money. Not the Indo-Guyanese. Well, estate is Indo and Afro. Afro-Guyanese. Guyanese in all. I must use the word Guyanese. And the Guyanese in Linden was better off because they could have get. And the industry gone right down. And since the industry started come up. And look, recently I've seen, we're in Borby's part, where the Russia development, which can show clearly. And I'm backing all the long-term development and infrastructural development. Me and my family and the community and people, we have over a couple hundred votes within the family. And they were deciding, some of them, to give AFC if they're, so I thought force always good, because the two big forces can't do what they like. On good development, they got to back good development. But they weren't doing that. They were intent to get power. What do you think they kick out? Burnham in prefer Mr. Jack there. Not Joey. He said Joey, he like a dope man, he not say he used to use dope. He say he like one. You hear? You don't want him there. I'm going to take Jack there, Mr. Asgarali, why I want you to teach this man. He taught him more about economics and competitive economics. And then today, a man like Dr. Thomas can say, so Guyanese is criminals. He had looked good. He had looked good. How he becomes a criminal? Guyanese becomes criminal. Tell me. Tell me, sir, how is this? But the last industry, what? You know about the cheese industry? That they destroy that too. The mixture of industry right at Vera Park, they destroyed that too.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. And all the cultivation, the farming industry destroyed. Green tech all of you money here. My last payment, we can get $10,000. My second take $10,000 more, girl. So we got 8 children, no grandchildren, so we can borrow and buy a estate for $20,000. You know what they want for that estate now? $100 million. He said, no, you can't get the money. We are building a hydro project. Well, good thing they had hydro. See doctor enough at middle street. When you go there, you got a long line body. When me have my partner, he say, oh, I'm going to tell you. The man say, I build a hydro project today, but not a hydro project. If you go see what they do there, you can see the steel and all them German truck, how you pack up there. You can build about 100 ship if you melt it back. That's what I know. Here now. So they destroy Region 3 and this country very much. What they talking at Borby's? If it wasn't for PPP, Borby's not been got a campus or a hospital today. Or a nuclear sugar factory. Nuclear sugar factory, you got to start in a kind of way to make the development within a 3-4 years, and then you'll see the real development. Because it's a new strategy they're going on. Because this, they got things on cut the cane and put it, people, you know how, so the cost can go down, that we can get that developed. But not that is it. They used to take the sugar level and use it at Mackenzie. Tell them I say so. I used to work 6 cents a day and 70 cents, and they used to get, you know much? $20 a week. Free light, free home, free electricity, and free drinks. And they haven't got to go. It's a mineral body. You don't got to go cut down bush for plant nothing there. Government, the Canadian government. And since the PNC nationalized that, the industry go right down. You hear? Now, what they call, that they're trying to get people in one to bring equality. What kind of equality? You got one people to pay so much for electricity and next set up pay, more, got to pay higher cost. That you call equality? That you call humanity? That you call organization? Granger must know this. I know him well, you know. He don't know me. Here, I know him well. I sit down and speak to him. Because when we join them to give them that critical support, and they deny this country from going ahead, corrupted it.
So what do you think about the upcoming elections?
Well, the upcoming election, I feel the PNC is going to get 48% vote. And the PPP is going to get 52%.
What do you think about the APNU-AFC coalition?
Well, that is a disgrace. He's showing the blood in one hand. He's showing in the makara. Here, let me tell you clearly. Put it in front here. Nagamoto, me and he went at Lenora to give our view about the election, to get the new election. I had let the PNCR, you hear, section remain until they decided fully well what to do. Let that strategy remain. You know, Nagamoto say, man, them people is serious. Them people so. I don't know what kind of people these are, the Afro-Guyanese are. I say, man, I hope you see for yourself. I said, this is my right kid. When he see it, he say, close his body. Here now, me and he been. He tag God bless PPP. So all of you have been punished and turned slave, you know. But Nagamoto is a devil in human form. You know the charioteer of Intel, he said there are many of time in this world, but I can use the middle side. They are demons. Look at them. Look at them. They are demons. Watch them. You hear? People who had nothing today, my black friend, he said, buddy, today we own something. And if we don't own nothing, if we not been own this, we can't make development. Well, me try, if me not get work, me try get little work and so. Well, me make development. Because of ownership. And this what the PNC failed to do. They didn't want black people to get up. They didn't want Indian to get up. They want themselves to get up. Ask them what they have done with the Transglobe money. That the first. You ask them. Ask them why they destroy the Parika Makaura Road. Because the mud flat people will be coming in here to open agro-industry, agro-development on 40,000 acre land. A thing you call cashew development, cashew nut development, by the hundred of acres. You give the people them 40 acre, Dr. Chedi Jagan, Bharat Jagan, late Bharat Jagan says this. He said, whether you are an Indian Guyanese, whether you are Afro-Guyanese, you have equal rights, come. But because of imperialism, at that time Venezuela was the imperialist government. They joined and destroyed it with the Americans. Well, I don't know what the American is, but they're there in a way I don't know who the one bite on both sides, you know. But I'm saying this, that Guyanese must respect Venezuela. Venezuela is not going to take away we land. Venezuela wouldn't do that. Venezuela, if we didn't do that, the American began their drilling that there. Venezuela and place that need no sanctions. Venezuela haven't got terrorists. They got a little fighting between themselves, a little politics thing. They're taking advantage on a country like that, you know. And Venezuela, if it wasn't for Venezuela, me, you know, we're going to buy this oil, so never mind cheap, but Venezuela helped the entire Caribbean, Latin America, with this Carib oil project here. If it wasn't for them, I don't know what was going to happen. And I want to say this. There is a lot of things happening. I don't want to go forward.
Alright. Well, you could tell me
After
the rest.
this, you know,
Yeah, off camera.
But take me at, I want to say this, that this community worked very hard. You see, Umasamil developed by a man you call Lee Cram. Lee Cram is a man who never run from taxes. He said there is no government in the world run without taxes. So what they're talking about tax? Tax you have to pay, that the country can run smoothly, that everybody can get a piece, and you'll develop more. And that's Lee Cram. And so come, and you got a next chap by the name of Livia Gardner who teaches them this community about gardening. I'm an orange cultivator who teaches them about oranges. And let me show you this, you know.
It's about 60 years now.
Okay, and what's
We live in a Road and Ross, and then for Road and Ross we come unity. We get a land to buy, and we buy it, and we come and live here.
What's some of the improvements you see?
Well, a lot of improvements. But past time back was really, we must tell you, for the short time since Jagan when the PPP went back, well, we get good road, we get this light, we get good water. Well, the water wasn't so nice, but them change up and everything, water come good now.
Oh, okay. What's some of the things that you need in the community now?
Well, right now, we bridge a little bad there. You know, the language part, if you can even get that.
Okay. What do you think about the upcoming elections?
Well, you know, as me listen to this person, Egil, we can't force him, for respect him like, you know, Mr. Egil. He was talking about how 28 years we suffer, and it's true. When the first time PPP win, people had mud house, mud floor, right? And you got a little piece for you and your children, right? But after he win, he make the estate people give the people a loan to build house. All the pass the place and get a lot of them, give them from get house. And then that is when me know, right? Because me parents them, right? They get place to build house. If you got your money, they might build one room, a hall, and kitchen. And if you got your money, you put the rest and you build house, right? That was a great improvement around that time. And afterward, clothes. You got to wear patch per patch. And then when the government, when them come in power, 3-yard cloth for $1, 4-yard cloth for $1. 4 cup for $1, 4 plate for $1. So was the time come like it's like freedom now. You know, you were happy.
What do you think about the opposition collating?
Well, me like that collating because the last time a lot of problem.
Okay.
And Mr. Egil said that when they collate, it's all the vote going for the other side. You know, me listen am. Me no want for what because I hot me watch, but me gonna watch. And me listen am. The son me no hear am, and he say what? Consider this man. If I call him hear who. Can't remember. He say hear who like, you know. So me like how he talk. It's 28 years we suffer. We had farm, right? And we are selling. But about the people when I got nothing, how they have to go buy things there. It was really hard.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I think it's